Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to start with new chapter, that is internal trade, chapter 9. Dear students, as you know that trade is of two types, that is internal trade and international trade or external trade we call it. Internal trade is also known as domestic trade and external trade is known as international trade. So what is internal trade? It refers to buying and selling of goods and services within the geographical boundaries of a country. So in this chapter we are going to discuss in detail what is internal trade, what are its characteristics and what are the paths of internal trade. Like these wholesalers, retailers, they are part of internal trade. So we are going to discuss that in detail. Internal trade, its features. So internal trade is also known as home trade, or you can say inland trade or domestic trade. The payment in internal trades are made in national home currency. Like if for example we talk about India, all the payments will be done in the Indian money, okay, or through the national banking system. Internal trade is free from custom duty or import duty. Dear students, custom duty is the charges or the taxes which are paid when we cross the border of the country. Okay, so because in internal trade there is no transaction or no transfer of goods from other country or to our country, so that's why there is no need to pay custom duty or import duty, as goods are part of domestic production and are meant for domestic consumption only. Then internal trade aims at equitable distribution of goods within a nation speedily and at reasonable cost. Main purpose of internal trade is that all the goods which are manufactured in our country should be distributed all over the country. Then types of internal trade. Internal trades are classified into two types, that is wholesale trade and retail trade. If we talk about wholesale trade, then it is a trade in which bulk quantities are dealt. When we talk about the our distribution system in our country, so from producer goods are distributed to wholesaler, then goods are distributed to retailer, and then to the consumer. So producer directly, very less directly product is sold to the consumer by the producer. There are two intermediates, that is wholesaler and retail. These are the intermediates. So wholesale trade is a trade, it refers to buying of goods and services in large quantities for the purpose of resale or intermediary use. Means maybe they are using the goods, they are reselling the goods, and the traders who deal in the wholesale trades are known as wholesale traders. Wholesalers buy the goods directly from manufacturer in bulk. Goods are always they buy in bulk and sell them in relative smaller quantities to the large number of retailers. Means producer gives goods to the wholesaler in bulk and wholesaler give goods to the retailer in small quantities. Okay, so features of wholesale trade. This trade provides link between manufacturer and the retailer. As I told you, the producer and the retailer, wholesaler is a link between them. Okay, the wholesaler buys goods in bigger lots and sell in smaller lots to the retailer. It requires large capital to maintain large stocks and to provide credit facility to the retailers. The wholesaler usually specialized in one particular line of goods only. Like for example, we talk about cloth wholesaler. If we talk about consumer products like Dabur wholesaler, who sells only Dabur products. So they specialize in one particular line only. The margin of profit is generally low in order to take advantage of high turnover. The wholesaler performs a number of functions and services such as grading of the product, packing into smaller lots, then storage and transportation of goods, promotion of goods, collection of market information. So all these functions are performed by the wholesaler. The wholesaler bears the business risk by buying and selling goods in his own name. Now what is retail trade? Retail trade refers to buying and goods of services in relatively small quantities from wholesaler and selling them to the ultimate consumer. Now consumer buy goods from the retailer. Okay, so retailer has a direct link with the consumer. So the trader who deals in retail trade is also known as retailer. Now, what are the features of retail trade? This trade provides link between wholesaler and the ultimate consumer, because retailer sells the product to the ultimate consumer. Retailer buys and sells in small quantities. Retailer does deals in large variety of goods. If you talk about retailer, if you want to buy a shampoo, then retailer will show you many types of shampoo. So he has large variety of goods, but quantity will be smaller. Retailer sells goods to final consumer to their personal consumption and not for further resale. है ना? So directly goods are sold to the consumer. The area of operation of retailer is generally limited to the locality, the nearby area only. They only come to buy the goods. Retailers generally maintain direct and personal contact with the consumer. It is not necessary that retail trade is carried on in a shop. Retailing may also be done with the help of telephone, internet, vending machines. So nowadays the system has a little change. So the many other methods of retailings are used. Okay, thank you. Next topic we will do in the next lecture. Thank you. Have a nice day.